Hello there, this is your yes or no reading for all signs and also with a pick a card reading. So we're going to do the pick a card reading first. You've got 4 piles to pick from. I'm going to go through them in a second, but please check out as well your star signs if you've got extra questions or if you just want an extra little bit of clarification. If you do get, say, a yes on the one and a no on the other, please understand that it means that the universe is still in flux, that things are still changing and things are still being altered. So it would be a good idea to check again later on once things get a little bit closer or once things get a little bit clearer. But if you do have 2 different questions, feel free to check the pick a card for one and your star sign for another, or pick different cards. So for pile 1 here, we've got the number 7, and we've got a red and black dice. We've got the gemstone, which is the moonstone here. For your charm, we've got a little umbrella here, and we've got the letters I and R, and they're both wands. For pile 2 here, we've got 20, which I know says M19 on it because they are Magic the Gathering roll down dice, because I have a lot of them. And we have got here the pink moon here as your charm. We've got a little amethyst here, and we have got a U and an O of your letters, and we've got numbers 1 and 1 on those. Down here we've got a black and green dice, and it's got the number 19 on it. We've got a little strawberry boba as your charm. We've got this little gemstone down here, and we've got an N and an M as your letters, and the numbers on here are 1 and 3. Pile 3 here, we've got the number 17, and this is a little green and blue dice. For your charm, we have got this pink flamingo, and we've got this little black gemstone here. For your letters, we've got P and F, and the numbers on here are 3 and 4. So pick whichever one you feel drawn to the most now, and please make sure to comment down below which one you've chosen, which one you're drawn to. And I will see you again in a minute for your reading. Hello there, pile 1. So we have got your readings today. So again, we have got the 7 here. We've got the moon. We've got the I and the R. So we're going to get started with how you feel about this question to begin with. And also, the umbrella as well, charm. We're going to get started with how you feel about this situation right now, just so that you know whether or not this resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, please check out the whole reading, as there might be something in there for you. But please do check out the other readings as well, especially your star sign. So how are you feeling about this situation right now, or this question? I definitely feel like everything is hidden from you right now. You're trying to get communication, you're trying to be communicative, you're the one that's trying to set up communication, you're trying to get people to communicate. But what is hidden is actually there is movement forward here, there is progression. I almost feel like because you're not in the loop, nothing is being done. Like, they're not offering me anything, nothing is being done. Whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, you feel like nothing is being done. And this is because of the fact that everything is going on behind the scenes, that you're not really feeling like you understand whether or not you are going to get closure. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why you're looking for the answers here, is because you're really looking for that closure and going, you know what, I don't really know what's happening. I don't really know what's occurring, and it's kind of worrying me, it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. I do feel like with the reverse of the Knight of Cups, you feel like they're not offering you any information, but I don't feel like necessarily whoever or whatever this is, they it really can, or they really can kind of give you that information yet. So don't kind of allow yourself to get stressed about this. Understand that they're kind of giving you as much information at this time as they possibly can. Is there anything though you need to know about this though? Is there anything you need to know about this though? I do feel like actually things are a lot more positive than they seem. I feel like almost like you have this kind of perspective of like, I'm scared, I'm worried. And it's because this is very important to you. That's the reason why it's kind of affecting your emotions so much, and that's why it's totally affecting them. Unfortunately, sometimes when we do have a decision or a situation in our life that is so important to us, we can kind of emotionally blow it out of control. We can have this kind of desperation for the news, for the information about it, and it can kind of really turn us into a bit of a tailspin, because we want that information soon, we want that information quickly, and because it is so important and so integral to how we move our life forward and how we progress things forward, we feel like if we don't know what's going on, things are just going to get worse and worse. So there is that worry here about that, about like, I'm not really sure where to go from or where to come from here. Though I do feel like actually it's going to be quite positive in the long run. We're going to get into the actual answer to this, but I feel like there is going to be this sense of relief, should I say, and I feel like you're kind of stressing yourself out a lot right now. And it is the important lesson to learn that sometimes we have to just take a step back from things and understand that, you know, we need to take a deep breath and we need to take a step back. So we're going to go into your answer now. So is the answer to your question a yes or a no? And as always, you do have control over this reading. You can choose to reject this, you can choose to accept this just by hitting 1111 into chat that you accept this, or if you want to reject it, just say that you want to reject it. So I do feel like this is either a stagnant energy that develops into a yes, or it's a no that develops into a yes. I do feel like this is a yes though, but there definitely is a lot of delays or restructuring around it. So no, you might not get a straight yes or a straight movement forward in that direction straight away. It might be that you end up having to kind of backtrack things and go into a new direction first. And I feel like that's the most difficult part of this, is like, you want that quick answer, you want that quick progression. And honestly, in this chance, in this choice, you're going to have to understand that it's not going to come through quickly. It's not going to kind of come through exactly how you wanted to get the answer. So although it's a yes, it is quite a delayed yes. So I hope that's helped you, and if it has, let me know. Give it a little bit of thumbs up, and like I said before, you can always reject this if you want to. Just type in the comment section down below that I reject this. If you want to accept this, just type in 1111 and let me know that you've accepted it. So we're going to go on now to the next pile, but please do check out the all sign reading as well at the end. So hello there, pile 2, this is your reading. So we have got here the M19, which is the 20 on this. They are roll down dice, so they don't actually have like a 20 on them. So we have got for your charm, we have got the pink moon with a little star in it. We have got here as the gemstone, we got a little bit of amethyst. And for your letters, we've got a U with a 1 on it, and we've got an O with a 1 on it. So we're going to get started with how you feel about this. So this is generally to help you to know if this reading is resonating with you. If you don't feel like it's resonating, please watch the end, as there might be something else in there for you that you needed to hear. And then please go and check out one of the other pick a card readings that I have here. or check out your all sign reading as well at the end. So we have got, so how are you feeling about this situation right now? How are you feeling about the situation? Still very much in the dark about it. I just want to take this one as well. Like, you feel like there's movement forward. You feel like things are moving forward behind the scenes. And you feel like you are getting progression. But with the reverse of the moon card here, I do feel like there is a lot of this kind of, I feel like I'm being emotionally, I am emotionally disconnected, and I feel like what's been hidden from you is the emotional disconnection of the other people involved. Like, the other people are distancing themselves from you, other people involved in this situation distancing themselves. And I feel like with the Eight of Cups here, you feel like they're kind of walking away. So either you feel like the people that are dealing with this situation or issue, or the people involved in it, are walking away from you. They're separating themselves from you, and almost like not being ignored, but being like pushed aside. Like, you're not completely being ignored, but being pushed aside. And I do feel like here with the Eight of Pentacles here, you're kind of really hyper focused on the fact that they are kind of working hard on what they want to get done, and almost like paying you lip service by only giving you enough information to kind of keep you going or keep things moving. So although I do feel like you know that there is progression, like things are changing, things are moving, there is this irritation with like feeling like the people around this situation or around this question are just kind of giving you enough information or enough attention or enough of their energy to kind of keep you going and keep this pushing on without actually wanting to kind of really kind of sort the situation out or really give you the proper answer. So a little bit of like somebody playing lip service, which I feel like is coming in as major irritation for you. Is there anything you need to know about this situation though that you're asking about? A certain level of like lack of communication and people not taking you seriously right now, and I feel like that's the reason why they're not communicating with you or putting as much energy into this as they should be. There is a kind of irritation or issue here with the reverse of the Seven of Pentacles, that people are choosing not to put their energy into this, they're choosing not to work on this. And I almost feel like they just don't want disagreements. Like, it's easier for them to kind of just half-ass things and not bother with things than to actually really kind of take the time to kind of push on or push forward. So yeah, so there is a lot of this like laziness energy with whoever you're dealing with in regards to this situation. Whoever is around it, somebody's being lazy, somebody isn't putting the effort in, and that is causing irritations for you, but also like the slowdown as well. So as for the answer of the question, is this actually a yes or is this a no? As always, you can claim this and you can reject this. If you want to claim it, just type into chat 1111 in the comment section down below. Or if you want to reject it, just let me know down below that you reject this. A lot of messiness in regards to this though. So I do feel like it's a no at this time, but something better will come from it. So there's a saying that sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes we're going to get rejected from something, or sometimes we receive a no, and it's so something better can happen for us. So something better can take its place. And I really feel like that's what's happening here, is that although you're kind of dealing with a rejection or being rejected in some way, this is almost like so that you can actually get much better progression, much better situations moving forward. So although this is a no right now, I do feel like there's going to be a better situation come out from this, from it being a no, if that makes sense. Like, you're going to get something better down the line by this being a no. Sometimes it can be silly things, like, for example, if somebody wants a particular job and they get a rejection from it and somebody says, no, you don't get a job, then they end up applying for another job and it's the best job ever, it's their favourite job or whatever. And sometimes that's so that we can actually go to the job or go to the situation that really is going to serve us and really is going to make us happy. So I hope that helps you out, but please do check out your star signs as well, and I will see you again soon. Hello there, pile 3, this is your reading. So today we have got for you, we've got the number 19 here on the green and black dice. We have got this little gemstone here, and we have got the bubble tea, little strawberry bubble tea here. And for your letters we have got an N and an M. So we're going to get started with the resonation cards to begin with, just so you know whether or not this reading is resonating with you. If you don't feel like it's resonating with you, please do watch to the end, as there might be some more information that you need to know in this reading. That might be why you needed to watch it. If it's not resonating with you as well, please do check out either one of the other cards, one of the other piles, or please check out your sun, moon or rising sign right at the end for the all sign. You can use that all sign reading for a different question as well if you wish. But we're going to get started now. So how are you feeling about this situation? How are you feeling about this situation? So there definitely is some sadness here with the Nine of Swords. Like, you're feeling a bit sad, a bit anxious. I mean, I don't want to say even sad, like, because you're not ultra sad, you're just a little bit miffed, a little bit irritation by it. What is hidden though is that you are actually improving yourself and things are improving for you. But particularly the fact that you are improving yourself. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to say that you're completely sad by this, because you've kind of really recently regained this sense of strength in yourself and your sense of ability to be able to move forward and push forward and progress forward. And I feel like more than anything, with the Three of Swords here in reverse, this is you overcoming this sadness, and this is you getting to the point of going, you know what? Whatever happens with this, I'm strong enough. Yes, I do really care about this, but I'm strong enough to realise that this will not affect me. Even if this is a no, even if this goes in a direction I don't want it to go in or whatever, I'm not going to allow this to affect me. I'm going to kind of still carry on regardless. And there's definitely a lot of strength here. But what you don't realise is you have made so many leaps and bounds recently, in the past like year or two, it feels like, that you don't realise it. And sometimes when we are so close to ourselves, we're so close to like this progression, this movement forward, we really don't see and really don't realise how we've kind of improved ourselves, how we've kind of moved ourselves forward, and how we've kind of pushed ourselves onwards. So do realise that sometimes we don't realise how well we're doing, and sometimes we don't realise where we've really gone from here. So I'm going to go into now, is there anything you need to know about this question though? Is there anything at all you need to know about this question? Be careful about putting too much energy into this, and I feel like this is the reason why you had to be a bit stronger before you kind of got the information about this, because I feel like there's an element here that you're putting all your energy into this and you're not really getting back what you deserve. You have a lot to offer this and you're putting all this energy into it. you're having to kind of put yourself first, put yourself as a high priority, and I feel like this has really put you onto a really good track with yourself. So although there is lack of communication here and you're not really communicating with others about how you're feeling about this, I feel like this is really good because you're prioritizing yourself over the answer. You're prioritizing yourself over the situation, which is really good. You're kind of saying to yourself, I'm not going to allow this to rule me. I'm not allowing this to take control of me. I'm not allowing this to kind of take hold of me. So I do feel like though that this is kind of allowing you to kind of really kind of push onwards and actually be able to like get to a certain point where you can move on and you can like progress forward. One thing I would say though is I do feel like this is going to be a little bit difficult, and I say that because I do feel like this is going to end up being like a bit of pill to kind of swallow, if that makes sense. Like, I do feel like this is going to be a little bit of a bitter pill to swallow, a bit of a difficult pill to swallow, but I do feel like in the end this is going to be really good for you, and I do feel like in the end this is really going to help you to kind of move on and move forward. And we're going to get whether or not this is a yes or no, because I feel like no matter what the outcome is, it's going to be difficult route forward. I almost feel like there's going to be a lot of hard work that you need to do surrounding this. It's almost like, no matter the answer this is, like, you've still got a lot of hard work ahead. And sometimes that happens, even with like basic stuff. Like, if we got, I know I keep on using jobs as an example, but it is a good example. Even if like we get a job or we get in a relationship with somebody, if we get the job or we get the relationship we want, we still need to work at it. Whether we work at the relationship or whether we work at the job, we still have to work at it. And that's the thing with this, whether or not it's a yes or no, it doesn't matter, because you're still going to have to work hard either way. And I feel like you've already resigned yourself to that fact, that no matter the outcome, you've got a lot of hard work ahead of you. But we're going to see now, like, what is the actual answer to it? Is it yes or is it a no? I know I say it didn't matter, but I feel like for many of you, you're just so strong right now that it wouldn't affect you either way, if that makes sense. So, is it actually a yes or is it a no? And as always, you can reject this reading by just typing into chat in the comment section down below, I reject this, or by typing in to the comments down below, 1111 I accept. So, is this a yes or is this a no? I do feel like this is a yes. I know that's a quick response, but this is definitely a yes, and I get this straight away with the 8 of Wands. This is you helping yourself to overcome sadness. I do want to say, like, just in your life in general, I feel like there's a lot of affluence coming in, a lot of kind of good, good energy, good vibes, good blessings. I know that's not just the answer to the question, but I feel like although this is a yes, this is you overcoming this stress and strifes through your hard work, through your determination, and I feel like the universe is rewarding you at this time with some really amazing blessings. So I just wanted to point that out because I really feel like there's this blessed energy around you, this warm blessed energy, and I just needed to kind of let that out. But again, this is a yes, this is definitely a big yes for you. But please do check out your sun, moon or rising signs in the all sign readings. You can use them for a different question if you really want. But if you do choose the same question, you keep on getting 2 different results. Either you're asking too often, or it might be the fact that the question you're asking about is still in flux, so things can still alter and change. So I hope that helps you out, and please do check out your next reading. Hello there, pile 4. So this is your next this is your reading, this is the last reading. Please check out the all sign readings as well for either extra confirmation or for an additional question. So we have got here number 17, which is the green and the blue dice. We have got your charm is a little flamingo. we've got this little gemstone here. And we've got the letters P and F. And the numbers on those letters are 3 and 4. So we're going to just get some resonation cards for you to begin with, just so you know whether or not this reading is for you, whether or not it resonates with you. If you don't feel like it resonates with you, please watch to the end, as there might be something else you needed to hear in this reading and that's why you got drawn to it. But please then do go and watch either your star sign or one of the other pick a card readings. So how are you feeling about this situation right now? How are you feeling about this question right now? Feeling a bit insecure? Feeling kind of devalued? Deflated almost? I feel like devalued, deflated, drained, very frustrated. Like, yes, you're on top of things, but you are still very, very frustrated by it all. Feeling like everything is moving through treacle. Like, you definitely feel like there is a major slowdown here. Like, everything is moving through treacle, everything is slow. I'm just so slowly progressing. I'm feeling so insecure. I'm feeling like my feet are on, like, quicksand. Like, I feel so unstable and so kind of just out of whack by this. I do feel like, though, there is a lot of this kind of feeling of, like, I need to get everything in alignment, I need to get everything cleaned up, I need to get everything in order, I need to make sure I clean everything up. I know I keep on saying clean, but sometimes when we do get very kind of anxious and worried, it's easier for us to kind of deal with the other external things. So, for example, like, I'm going to deal with cleaning up, or I'm going to deal with what I'm going through or what I'm progressing through. So there is an element there of, like, I'm going to deal with this, I'm going to deal with this, I'm going to deal with this. One thing I would say, though, with the Page of Wands in reverse, I want to say in the upright, you are a lot more mature than you're giving yourself credit for. Like, a lot of other people would be taking this and getting upset or getting angry at it kind of thing very easily, and you're not. You're kind of really taking control of things. Although you feel really insecure and worried, you're doing really well. You need to give yourself a little bit more credit for that. But what do you actually need to know about this question, though, before we get into the yes or no? What do you actually need to know about this question, though? You are being devalued. I don't feel like that's just your emotions. You are being devalued. And part of the reason why this question is having to be answered is so that you can get balance back into your life. So you can find a way to take control again and get balance back in your life. You are quite stuck right now, and I feel like a Tower moment is having to happen so that you can move forward, and there is going to be some sudden changes for you. And that's going to make you a lot stronger, a lot healthier, because you needed this to change. You needed things to change. You needed a chance to pull back your energy a little bit, because you're being devalued by those around you, and it just really isn't healthy for you, and it really isn't good for you, and it's causing you to have a lot of stresses and strains. So do understand that the reason why this is having to happen, it's so that you can move forward, it's so that you can progress forward, and it's so you can move on to something much better. So we're going to go into the actual answer now. So we're going to find out, is it actually a yes or a no? And please know you can reject this reading if you want to, or accept it. Just if you want to accept it, just type 1111 in the comment section down below and just let the universe know that you're accepting it. Or if you want to reject it, just type in I reject it. So I do feel like this is a yes with the Wheel of Fortune. The only thing is here, we talked about this earlier about being devalued. You have been devalued, you have been kind of let down, And part of the reason why there has been a slowdown or lack of progression with this is so that you can speak up. It's so you can speak your mind, and it's so you can find your voice. So do make sure you embrace your voice, you embrace saying what you want to say, you embrace going in the directions you want to go, because I feel like particularly too with the voice thing, you're not really allowing yourself to speak your voice. And you really need to start doing that in order to move forward, in order to progress on. So I hope that helps you out, and please do check out your sun, moon or rising sign in the all sign readings. You can either use the same question or you can have a different question if you'd like. If you do get 2 different answers, know that it means that the universe is in flux, but I will see you again soon. Hello there, this is your all sign pick a card reading for yes or no. So I'm going to go through each of the star signs now, but please do check out your pick a card as well. So if you're an Aries, I'm just going to get a resonation card right now for you to see if this reading resonates with you. So how are you feeling right now about this question? Feeling a little bit hopeless here, feeling like there's nothing you can do, like I'm wasting my energy, I'm wasting my time. But is this a yes or is it a no to answer your question? Is it a yes or is it a no? I do feel like this is a not right now, but eventually yes. This is almost like you're expecting things to happen overnight, or because you're not getting the results as fast as you would like them to, you kind of resigned yourself to this isn't for me. When realistically, sometimes things do take time, they do take more effort and more energy than we realise. And I feel like that's what's happening here. It's taking more energy and more effort than you realise. And it's kind of pulling you back, it's kind of making you feel stagnant. So we're going to go on now to the next sign, but please make sure you claim it down below by saying 1111 or commenting I reject this. So Taurus, we're going to get a couple of resonation cards for you to see if this reading is for you. So Taurus, how are you feeling right now? Focus heavily on your finances, on your money, your stability. Very much focused on your finances and stability. Very much financial matters are kind of forefront, your stability is forefront in general. Is this a yes or is it a no? Is the answer to the question a yes or a no? Clarify, is it a yes or a no? Yeah, I do feel like it is a yes. There is some outside influences outside of your control with the reverse of the devil card. So there is some problematic things ahead that are causing some issues for you and whatever you're in question about. But it will be a yes in the end, but there is some issues at play. It's not exactly just straightforward. So please, if you want to accept this or reject this, just comment 1111 to accept, or comment I reject this down below. So I'm going to go on now Gemini to Gemini. So Gemini, we're going to get some resonation cards for you to begin with, Gemini. So Geminis, what do you need to know today, Geminis? So Geminis, with the reverse of the Emperor card here, I do feel like you feel quite undervalued right now. You're feeling like nobody's communicating with you, nobody's valuing you, what you have to say, valuing what your opinion about things, nobody's really valuing you. But the question you're asking about, is it a yes or is it a no? I do feel like it's a no here with the reverse of the Chariot card. With the Queen of Pentacles here though, I feel like some better offer will come in or something better will come around. So although this is a no, something better is coming in. So it's a no so that something better can come in. So if you want to reject this, please just type in chat in the comments, I reject this. If you want to accept this, just comment 1111, I accept this. But I'm going to go on now to the next star sign. So this is for Cancer. Cancer, you're definitely feeling like I need to get something on my chest to begin with. Like, Cancers, I definitely feel like you're feeling like I need to get something off my chest to begin with. Like, your throat chakra is a bit compressed, it's a bit held back. But how are you feeling about this question? Like, there's going to be trouble ahead. And it's going to cost a lot of time or resources. It's going to cost a lot of energy for you. So you feel like there's trouble ahead. You feel like there's problems ahead. But is the answer to your question a yes or a no? The Three of Swords here, I do feel like it's a no. But I feel like this is a no as a bit of a heads up of saying, look, you know this is going to be problematic and it is a no. But I feel like this is almost to free you from this situation. It's almost like, oh, I just don't want to deal with this. That kind of mentality. So be aware of it. Do try and take control of it. But as always, if you want to accept this reading, please just comment 1111. Or if you want to reject it, just comment down below, I reject this, if you want to push it away. So, Leos. So Leo's here with the reverse of the King of Swords. I do feel like here with the reverse of the King of Swords, reverse of the King of Swords, you are feeling like you don't want to take action. Avoiding taking action, not wanting to communicate with anybody, wanting to almost like hide away, wanting to almost avoid this question completely. Like, it has been quite painful for you for a while and quite an obstruction to you for quite a while. So bear that in mind. It has been quite painful, quite an obstruction. With the Queen of Swords here though, I feel like this is because you have been devalued for a while and it's removed your strength and removed your confidence from yourself. So this is something you need to build back up, your confidence. But is the answer to your question a yes or a no? Is it a yes or a no? I feel like it is a yes, but there is an issue here with lack of communication and with the reverse of the tarot card, slow movement. But just to clarify with the Two of Wands here, there is movement forward, there is action. So this is a yes, but it is going to be slow to progress, and there is going to be communication issues, communication problems, communication difficulties. So bear that in mind. Like, communication is definitely a major issue here, a majorly problematic for you. So please bear that in mind. But as always, you have the power to reject or accept this. So just comment down below, I accept this, 1111, if you want to accept this. Or just comment, I reject this, down below in the comment section. We're going to go on to the next star sign, Virgo. So we're going to get a clarification card for you, a resonation card to begin with. So how are you feeling right now about this question? How are you feeling about this question? Like, you're being left in the dark. Like, everybody else is having conversations, everybody else is being informed, but actually you're the one that's in charge, you're the one that's in control. And though I don't feel like you feel like you're in control right now, Virgo, like you feel like you're losing control, you feel like you're out of control, I do feel like you're actually in control of this situation right now. I just feel like there's an element here of being out of control, lack of control, so bear that in mind, that this lack of control is causing you issues and is causing you problems. So bear that in mind. I do feel like it is going to be a bit problematic for you to go forward. It is going to be kind of a little bit difficult for you to go forward, but bear that in mind. But what is the answer to your question though? Is it a yes or is it a no? Got the Four of Pentacles here. I almost said Two of Pentacles, but I feel like this is a yes. It's going to bring quite a lot of prosperity to you, and I feel like that's why I got drawn to the Two of Pentacles as well. It is a yes, and it's going to bring a lot of prosperity. It's going to bring a lot of positive communication and positive actions from others. But this is a big yes. As always, you do have the power to accept this or to reject this. Just comment down below, I accept this, 1111, or I reject this down below in the comments. And we'll be going on to the next star sign now. So the next star sign is Libra. So Libra, what do you need to know today, Libra? So we got the King of Wands here. So we got communication, positive communication. With a reverse of the Five of Cups here. I do feel like there's an element here of woe is me, I feel worthless, woe is me. But I feel like you're overcoming that now. You're getting into the happier place now. So I feel like you're starting to wake up with communication. You're starting to be able to communicate with people. You're starting to let people in more. So I feel like this is quite positive. What about though? What about down below? What about is the answer to your question? You're on a yes or no question though. I do feel like this is a yes. With the Four of Swords here, you are dealing with a lot of I feel like this is a yes, although it's a little bit strained in negativity. You don't have to take any action to change this, is the overarching message I'm getting. Yes, there's going to be trouble ahead. Yes, you're going to be doubting yourself a little bit, but I do feel like it's a definite yes. And one thing I'm getting through is some of you Libras either might be dealing with a Lisa or know a Lisa that's really close to you, or Lisa might be involved, or your name might be Lisa. Because I'm getting the name Lisa through, and I don't usually get names, but something about Lisa. So Libras, bear that in mind, that there's something about Lisa that this is attached to. So this is just confirmation for you, but I do feel like it's a yes. Although there is going to be trouble ahead, it's not going to be the straightest path. Please bear that in mind. So, as always, you can accept or reject this. Just type in the comment section down below, I accept this, or I reject this, whichever you'd like to do. So, we're going to move on now to the next reading, which is Scorpio. So Scorpio, we are going to get a resonation card for you to begin with. So, how are you feeling about this situation right now, Scorpio? Like, you want positive communication here. With the Ace of Cups, I feel like you want positive communication. You want good communication here with the Ace of Cups. But with the rest of the Four of Wands here, you feel like you're not on the right track. Like, you are gaining security, but you feel like you're not on the quite right track yet. Like, I'm secure here, whatever might happen, but I don't feel like I'm in the right place or on the right path yet. What's the answer to your question? Is it yes or is it a no? With the Star card, I do feel like it is a yes. One thing I would say is you may have to pull back your energy first, because there may be a bit of a troublesome ahead. But with the reverse of the Eight of Cups, this will actually lead you down the right path eventually. So I do feel like this is a yes. A little bit of troublesome. We've got a lot of troublesome energy at the moment, so bear that in mind. But I do feel like it is actually going to progress forward quite well and quite interestingly. So, Sagittarius. So we're going to get a resonation card for you to begin with, Sagittarius. So what do you need to know today, Sagittarius? How are you feeling about your situation or your question? You're trying to get communication because there's a lack of balance here, and you're starting to doubt your own intuition. You're starting to doubt your own thoughts. Like, it's like you're trying to connect with somebody or connect about something, and you're starting to doubt your own thoughts, your own feelings, because there is lack of action here, and that lack of action is making you doubt. It's making you really painfully doubt things. What else can you tell me? But there is a new beginning on your horizon. I feel like you already feel that. You already feel that there's a new beginning here. I felt like there was something just left over. Like, you feel like there's a new beginning on the horizon, but you're not really sure what. So, is your answer to your question a yes or a no? Is your answer to the question a yes or a no? So, I do feel like it's a yes. Just clarify with the Two of Wands. There is going to be some issues with confidence issues, with your confidence being knocked down and feeling a bit devalued, but I feel like actually in the end it will resolve into a yes. One thing I would say is you might get a bit hurt or irritated along the way, so bear that in mind. So I'm going to go on now to the next reading, but you can accept or reject this by just commenting 1111 I accept this in chat in the comments, or commenting I reject this. Alright, we're going to go on to Capricorn now. So Capricorn. We're going to get the resonation card for you to begin with. So how are you feeling about this situation right now, Capricorn? You're trying to take things more seriously. You're trying to commit to things. You're trying to take life a bit more seriously. You're trying to take whatever you're asking about more seriously. And you're trying to communicate to the world. Because I feel like in the past, other people have thought you haven't taken things very seriously or haven't taken them very seriously. But I feel like actually there is a lot of blessings surrounding you about this. But is this a yes or is it a no? Is your question a yes or a no? I do feel like it is a no. And I feel like one of the reasons why it is a no is because your lack of judgment, your lack of control, your lack of discipline. So I feel like you could transform this into a yes if you chose to become more disciplined or you took control of the situation. But I do feel like this is a no at this time. So, as always, you can accept or reject this. Just comment down below, I accept this, 1111, or I reject this. And we're going to go on to Aquarius now. So, Aquarius, how are you feeling right now, just as a bit of a resonation card? A lot of communication tonight. With the King of Wands here, I do feel like you're getting communication from somebody who is not the most confident person in the world, and I feel like you're focused on trying to communicate with them, trying to understand their point of view, trying to understand their thoughts. But they're the ones that are kind of more able to take action, so you're waiting on them to take action. You're waiting for them to kind of make the next move. And I do feel like you're kind of sitting there thinking, okay, what are they going to do next? What are they choosing to do next? But is the answer to your question a yes or a no? I do feel like it is a yes. Like, it will be difficult to get closure on this or get information about this. But I do feel like it is a yes. And I feel like actually it will be quite concrete once you do get this yes. I just feel like it's going to be difficult to get that answer or to get the information or to get clarity to begin with. Alright, so as always, you can accept or reject this. Just comment down below, I accept this, 1111, or comment down below, I reject this. I'm going to go on now to Pisces. So Pisces. We're going to get a resonation card to begin with. So Pisces, how are you feeling about this situation? We have got the Two of Pentacles here. So I feel like with the Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you are going back and forth. You're not really enjoying the situation you're stuck in right now, or almost like this, the period of your life you're stuck in right now. You are going back and forth about it, worrying about it a little bit. And I feel like there is an element here of going, oh, I'm not really sure where to go next or what to do next. So there is a bit of confusion. It's almost like overthinking in your head. But is the answer to your question a yes or a no? I do feel like this is a yes. With a Four of Swords in reverse though, There isn't as much hard work gone into it yet as you should be. So I do feel like you need to put some more hard work into this, into making it manifest or making it go into the direction you want. But I do feel like it's a yes at this time. I just feel like there's an element here of like, to really kind of get yourself into a happier place, you need to kind of put more of the work in, more of the effort. But as always, you do have the power to accept or reject this. So comment down below, I accept this, 1111, or I reject this.